There is no better time to take pictures or videotape a room in your house than when it is perfectly clean. So that's what I'm doing. This is our bedroom. I don't know. It's just something for My House Monday on the blog. You know, just for interest. This is the door to our bedroom. And that is a wreath from our wedding that was hanging on above something at our reception. So that's that. Okay, so that's the door. All right, here's our room. And I'll go around our room. We had company, so I cleaned. And this time I really cleaned. I like spring cleaned, you know, got, you know, like here, dusted these, what is this called, chair rail, you know, and, you know, vacuumed under like those tables. So, okay, we'll go this way. All right, here's the furniture we got right before we got married. I just wanted the classic furniture, the classic sleigh bed. So that's a 3-piece set. Okay, so here's my husband's dresser of clothes. Yes, we have a TV in our bedroom, whatever. Bessie P's Gutman illustration of Little Miss Muffet. I like it because of the coloring, but also the spider, Charlotte's Web. I try to collect spider things, even though I hate spiders. And stuff on the dresser. These are old statues that I rescued. As a matter of fact, St. Joseph is glued back together. I don't know, when I see these in thrift stores and places, I get sentimental, so I rescued them. Kitties. Okay. And then here is a gift from my mom. It's antique. They call these footlongs or yard longs. This is a common one, but it's been done in a variety of ways. This is the greatest day of a girl's life. And maybe I featured this one on my blog, this picture. It's the story of her wedding day. And here's a collector's plate, a mom with a baby. And this is my bedside table. I have a box of books here, and then over here, more books that I want to read. There's too many books to read. This painting I had on my blog, I discovered it somewhere, and then my mom ended up getting it for me. And I think it is a depiction of confession. I'm not positive, but it is like it, because she's kind of behind a curtain, and he does have like the white collar and stuff. Anyway, I like that. This was my grandmother's that her mother gave to her. And I don't know, picture of my husband in high school stuff. I know I've got like a kid's clock radio here. It's pink, and I just have never found anything to replace it. So then I've got all these. Okay, I have so many religious books I want to read. I'm just not up to it right now. Whatever. Okay, this wallpaper, a friend talked me into it. I was going to pick out a different one. I wasn't sure, but it turns out that I really love it because I love birds. I like the pale green, and then I went to Home Depot and had them color match the background of the wallpaper for the paint color above. Okay, so that's that. Then, I guess we'll go this way. This is my dresser. This is a shadow box I put together from our wedding invitation. There's a flower from my bouquet and ribbon from our wedding. And, let's see, pictures from our wedding. Little containers that hold jewelry when I take off at night. Perfume. I collect vintage perfume bottles. I used to have a big collection, sold most of it off on eBay years ago. And I pretty much only collect Coty bottles, vintage. And I have other regular perfume there. There's some Chanel. And this is a jewelry box that my husband bought, jewelry armoire that my husband bought for me a couple of Christmases ago. More perfume. Picture of my grandmother as a kid. Oh, here I am. Not looking good today. Just ignore that. Okay, and I write messages up on this mirror. Okay, so whatever, that's our personal thing. And more vintage bottles. Part of this is a vintage dresser set from my biological mother's mother, my biological grandmother. Jewelry box. This is my Jean doll. If you don't know what a Jean doll is, you need to find out. It was a gift from a friend, and she's wearing one of her outfits. They're really cool. And this was in Alan's bedroom. Somebody might recognize this from a previous video. Shadow box of Alan's stuff. Okay, this is a big, huge thing of collectibles. I collect a lot of stuff, and you know what? Some of it's in storage at my mom's house. Up here, that's a reproduction of my bridal bouquet, although the ribbons are actually from my bouquet. I had a florist redo it. And my blue wedding shoes and a couple of other things up there from my childhood. And then each of these shelves, oh, you can just see there's all kinds of stuff. I see head vases. There's a beaker there because my dad is deceased, but he was a chemist, and I kept some of his beakers. There's some vintage purses in there. Okay, here's another shelf. That's a Mary statue that I got for my first communion. The bride and groom salt and pepper shakers were on our wedding cake. Madame Alexander doll. There's just lots of... I collect those just the right shoe thingies. Different vintage perfume things. Okay, here's another one. That's the cake top to my parents' wedding cake, and I do have snow baby things that I collect. You probably can't even see everything in here. There's vintage purses, shoes. Okay, this level, I don't know what else is in here. There's just more snow babies, more shoes. There's stuff piled up in these. But you know what's great is I don't have to dust any of it. Books I collect. There's a Kit, American Girl. I like Kit, actually. There's Kit right there sitting on a box of my husband's books. Stuff, you know, down here more vintage bottles. There's a box for the only piece of Chanel jewelry I have that I bought in Paris. I have the box right there. So, there's the purse I had for my wedding. Lots of stuff. And you know, and I keep adding stuff in here. I don't even know how I fit it all in. Okay, here's our window. My mom did the green silk I bought in Paris right before I got married, and she made matching pillows on the bed. And then these are some vintage net curtains from the 1940s. Here's a bench at the end of the bed so we have somewhere to put our clothes, blah blah blah. My husband's bedside table, which is usually not cleared off either. Picture of me when I was a kid. Picture I like, the woman's making a button, a charm, button charm. Long story, I'm a button collector, and this woman is making, I'm trying to think what this is called. It's a charm thingy that you'd string your buttons on, waiting for a man, and you'd string them until you could, till you had enough, and by the time you had a whole bunch, like supposedly you should be married. And it's weird because I saw this in an antique store and I knew right away what she was holding and what she was doing. So it's a beautiful painting. Then this is here, let's see, I'm leaning back on my bed. Piece of sheet music I found at a thrift store that I had framed. I just thought it was pretty. So you can see here there's angels with guitars, cherubs, and they're in love. And they're kind of like in, I don't know, is that Greek Renaissance? I don't know. And a big rosary that used to be my mom's. Okay, and then the painting above the bed, this is a great story. I'm going up on my bed. This is a painting that I saw in an antique store years ago. Loved it, although it was more like that shape. But I loved it. Should have bought it, but I didn't have the money. You know, I was like in my 20s or early 30s or something. And then when I got engaged, I thought, oh, I love that painting, because I decided bluebirds was going to be the theme of our wedding. And I remembered this painting because there's bluebirds up there in the trees, and the cherry blossoms or the crabapple blossoms. And I searched and I searched and I searched. I spent hours and hours and hours and hours on the internet, like my eyes were buzzing out of my head, trying to figure out who did this painting. Because I knew nothing about it. I didn't know the name or anything. Well, it turns out it was Bessie Pease Gutman. It's called Homemakers. I think Home Builders. Home Builders. And so there's the husband and the wife, and they're watching the bluebirds build their home. So anyway, I made this. I found some, you know, something on Google Photos or something, and this was the cover of our wedding program. Well, anyway, at our wedding reception, my husband unveiled this for me, and with a friend who has some connections in the art world. The estate of Bessie Pease Gutman was contacted, and they put this print together. As a matter of fact, somewhere in a corner there's a number. And they put this together for us, just for us. So it was a special wedding gift, and I absolutely love it. And it's too, because like there's the baby blue that the husband's wearing, and our wedding all had that light blue color. So anyway, it's a beautiful painting and a good story. And I guess I've always liked Bessie Pease Gutman, but I just didn't know it when I was younger. And our bed there's at least 2 vintage pillows here, and a chenille bedspread. I don't always have this bedspread. I have like winter and summer bedspreads. This I just put on for summer because it's more lightweight. It's kind of pinkish, but I like the pillows. The shams are from Germany, from somebody's estate, a friend of mine from Germany. So yeah, and there's my closet, which you don't need to see anything in. So yeah, this is our bedroom. Oh yeah, here's a cool gift. This was a shower gift. I should show this because it's Catholic. Friends got this for us. It's a chalice. Oh, there's roses in it and dust. You saw it here first. It has our name engraved on it, our last name engraved on it in the year, and then it has the Bible verse. I wish I could do this better. Is it better in the light? It has our Bible verse from our wedding invitation engraved. Anyway, we used this at our wedding. We used it at Alan's baptism, and we will use it for other big occasions. The priest had no problem using the chalice up at the altar, and then using it with the people there. So that's a cool gift idea. If you're ever looking for a cool Catholic gift idea, we really appreciated it. So this is our bedroom. Enjoy it now clean, because I don't really know when it'll be clean again. Okay, bye.